Hi guys, this is just something fun as a quick bonus video and not part of my puzzle pieces series here. But it seems I got a message straight from the fifth dimension. And since in episode 1 I was showing you how the age of Aquarius has for sure begun, because the first stars of Aquarius are now rising due east each day, which means that the sun at the spring equinox is also rising in the constellation of Aquarius now. And with my eyes fixed on heaven, I saw something coming straight out of the fifth dimension, and thought I should most certainly share it with you. One of my favorite oldies has always been the medley of those songs of Aquarius and Let the Sunshine In from the musical Hair, about the dawning of the age of Aquarius. And the craziest thing is that this medley is by the fifth dimension and the Flesh Failures. I mean, you just can't make this stuff up. Sometimes I know that God has his divine hands all over this stuff. And for years I've been laughing, thinking that, yes, in fact, this song must have come from the fifth dimension, and God's little joke about the flesh failures. And what's even funnier is that I've always had this thing about the age of Aquarius, and was totally into the Mayan calendar ending the long count back in 2012. But when I was 12, my father started a home building business, as he was an architect and was in construction his whole life. And he named his business Aquarius Construction. A few years back, I asked him, what was the meaning behind naming your company Aquarius Construction? And he simply said, new beginnings. So, I know that most everyone, especially my age, is familiar with the lyrics of Aquarius. When the moon is in the 7th house, and Jupiter aligns with Mars, then peace will guide the planets, and love will steer the stars. This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. And this Aquarius song has sort of been one of those running jokes between me and God over the last 7 years. I do put it on and play it really loud from time to time. And here we are. And this is just too much. This song by the fifth dimension was written in 1967. That was 57 years ago. I was just a real little kid at that time. And let me show you what is happening this year on the 9th of Av. I was just talking about the 9th of Av on my channel too, because the 153 day count from the menorah formation of 313, the Revelation 15 sign, will be the 9th of Av, the day the Jews fast and mourn over the destruction of both of their temples. And the 153 number is from John's final chapter, when those 7 apostles fishing cast their snares, and John tells us that instead of loading the fish caught in their trap onto the big ship, 6 of them got in a little ship and dragged those nets to shore, where Jesus had kindled a fire to roast those fish. First, I'll just show you that the numbering system of the constellations starts with Aries as number 1, and then Taurus is number 2. So the numbering goes around the ecliptic like the sun does, and Gemini is number 3, and then Cancer is number 4, and Leo is number 5, Virgo is number 6, and then Libra, the scales, is number 7. So Libra is known as the 7th house. Aquarius is the 11th house, and the final and 12th house is Pisces, the fish. So, since those 153 fish in the snares landed me on the 9th of Av. I looked on Stellarium to see what's going on for the 9th of Av this year. And the Jews start their day at sundown. So the 9th of Av is going to start at sundown on August 12th this year. So I set my Stellarium for Jerusalem and took a look at sundown on August 12th. And there it is, the moon, exactly in the 7th house. And knowing there was a planetary conjunction happening around this time, I took a look at it. It's going on over in Taurus, and the closest conjunction point is just about the time that these two planets will be setting in the west over Jerusalem, at around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, on August 13th, a few hours before sunset on the 9th of Av. Jupiter and Mars together. So we have those 7 apostles fishing, just like the 7 in God's grand lineup of the menorah in the heavens. And 153 days after that is the 9th of Av, when the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars. And I suppose if we are about to have the war to end all wars, then perhaps peace will guide the planets and love will steer the stars. I've already proven that this is the dawning of the age of Aquarius right now. And since it is the 9th of Av, and to the Jews the saddest day of all, I decided to see what happens the next day. And exactly at 8 a.m., the moon is going to be completely occulting that giant red star that is the heart of the Scorpion. I'm showing 3 different pictures here, so you can see the star just before the moon moves in front of it. And then I have a wider view, so you can see where it is in Scorpio. And the moon doesn't always pass right over this star called Antares either. But on this morning, following the 9th of Av, the moon looks to be caught in the very heart of the Scorpion. I've got my eye on the 9th of Av this year, when the moon is in the 7th house and Jupiter aligns with Mars. And I'm praying for the day when peace will guide the planets and love will steer the stars. And may God's will be done.